Hey subbies, welcome to K-pop Vibes. Today is our Miss Korea's Day. Jisoo, born as Kim Jisoo on January 3, 1995, is 31 years old today. She was born in Gunpo, South Korea, and from a young age, she learned how to stay strong without asking for attention. People always noticed her beauty and bright smile first, but very few noticed the pressure hidden behind them. Even before debut, Jisoo often felt the need to appear cheerful so nobody would worry about her. In a world that constantly judged appearance and perfection, she quietly carried insecurities and emotional weight while pretending everything was okay. Long before she became an idol, Jisoo had already mastered the painful art of hiding sadness behind a smile. Before debuting with BLACKPINK, Jisoo had already appeared on television through small acting and commercial appearances, including a role in the K-drama, The Producers, in 2015. Because of this early exposure, many people assumed Jisoo was already favored by YG Entertainment and had an easier path than others. Fans often pointed out what they called her privileges, her early screen appearances, public promotions before debut, and the attention her visuals received. But what people saw as privilege became pressure for Jisoo. The more attention she received, the more she felt expected to be perfect all the time, as if making even one mistake would disappoint everyone watching her. Even after BLACKPINK debuted, many people reduced Jisoo to only her appearance. She was often called just the visual, as if her hard work, talent, and emotions meant less than her face. Compared to the other members, she sometimes received less attention internationally, making some Korean and international fans overlook her presence completely. While others were praised loudly, Jisoo quietly stood in the background, smiling through moments that could have made anyone feel invisible. She rarely complained, but being constantly underestimated became a silent pain she carried for years. Among the BLACKPINK members, Jisoo often became the emotional pillar, the one who stayed calm when things felt heavy. She comforted others, made people laugh, and tried to keep the atmosphere warm even when she herself felt exhausted. But people who always act strong are often the ones suffering quietly the most. Jisoo learned to hide her own pain so well that many forgot she could hurt too. She became everyone's comfort while silently wishing someone would notice when she needed comfort herself. Because of her visuals and public image, Jisoo was constantly expected to look perfect, act perfectly, and never show weakness. Every expression, every outfit, and every appearance became something people judged closely. Even small mistakes were noticed quickly because many believed she represented the ideal idol image. Over time, that pressure became exhausting. Jisoo smiled through interviews, performances, and public events, even during moments when she felt emotionally drained, teaching herself to stay composed no matter how heavy things became inside. Even surrounded by fame, members, and millions of fans, Jisoo sometimes seemed emotionally isolated. While the other members often drew stronger international attention, Jisoo quietly carried the feeling of being less noticed outside Korea. Some fans overlooked her talents, focusing only on visuals while ignoring how hard she worked to improve herself. Instead of fighting for attention, Jisoo stayed silent and continued giving her best. But silence can become lonely, especially when people only see the smile and never the feelings hidden behind it. As BLACKPINK became one of the biggest girl groups in the world, Jisoo's responsibilities only grew heavier. She was expected to remain graceful, calm, and emotionally strong no matter what happened. Even when criticism hurt or exhaustion built up, she rarely showed it publicly. The world admired her composure, but very few realized how much self-control it took to keep smiling while carrying so much pressure inside. Fame gave her recognition, but it never gave her the freedom to stop being strong. To many people, Jisoo looked like the happiest and strongest member of BLACKPINK. She laughed loudly, cared for others, and carried herself with confidence. But behind that smile was someone who spent years hiding pressure, insecurities, exhaustion, and loneliness so nobody else would worry. People admired her beauty without realizing how hard she worked to protect everyone around her while quietly carrying her own pain. Jisoo was never just the visual. She was a person learning how to survive silently in a world that expected perfection from her every day. Jisoo's story is not the loudest, but it is one of the strongest. From growing up in Korea to entering a world of constant judgment, she learned early how to hide her struggles behind a smile. While people called her just visuals or misunderstood her silence, she continued to work, support others, and stay composed under pressure. Even when she felt overlooked or emotionally exhausted, she never let it change how she treated the people around her. Jisoo's journey is proof that strength is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet, steady, and hidden behind a smile that never breaks. Bye bye subbies. Our channel is about to reach 100 subbies. Please support our channel.